Hey Gold Medal family, welcome to today's lesson. The first thing we're going to start out with in this video is we're going to go over the results of the scavenger hunt. So, if you knew about the scavenger hunt, then today is the deadline to kind of display everything that you did. Now it's okay if you didn't get through all of the letters of the words here of Taekwondo and Perseverance there, finding out the scavenger hunt. If you didn't know about it, go ahead and watch some of the older videos there on the YouTube channel here, and then you can still finish up tomorrow in the event you didn't get a chance to check out any of the videos or anything like that here. I'll still give you guys one more day. But for those that did finish and you're going to put the results in today, remember we're going to give out awards and some gift card stuff here to everybody that completed. Now I'm just going to show you mine for Taekwondo today. I'm going to go over the Perseverance ones tomorrow on our live video again, so don't forget that at 5:30. And I'm going to go over the Taekwondo scavenger hunt results of mine for today. Okay, so for T, the first one was a target. And if you're on the live video the other day, I did that. I showed you guys what that was there. So mine for T was target. And remember, I asked you to try to keep them as associated with Taekwondo as much as possible. It's okay if you didn't, or just martial arts in general, because some things that we do in Taekwondo class are not just specifically Korean Taekwondo style. We've mixed in other martial arts as well. So T was for target. A was the word anjol, which is how you say sit down in Korean. And I'm showing you how we sit down in Taekwondo class. Cross our feet first. Now we don't use our hands on the floor, and you sit down just with the balance and strength of your legs. That's all it is here. And then you learn to sit properly, nice and straight. I'm a little crooked here. You straighten that up for you guys here. Always up, back straight, with good posture here in this position like that. Anjol. So that is sit down. And that is A. A-N-J-U-L. And then you stand up the exact same way for Itasak, which is not one of the words, but since I'm going over the terminology, I'd explain that one there for you guys. Okay, now E was for my electronic Hogu, my 2020 armor that I have. Sadly, some of you guys have seen it, some of you guys have even used it, and you know we have it. I went to my school today to get it, and I was just checking things out, haven't been there in a few days. I go every couple of days just to make sure everything is okay there. And okay, K was for kicking shield. Now you could also use a kicking paddle, kicking target, anything like that, anything for kicking. You could even just use the word kick, right? So I'm kind of giving you some answers right now. Okay, W, this one is a little bit different here, and I'll explain why. For W, for me, was my Warrior Dash medal. That I did a Warrior Dash a few years back, 2015. And part of what helped me get through it was all my Taekwondo martial art skills that I've learned and trained and helped develop over the years for my body. So even though I was like 37, I think it was, so that was 5 years ago for me. Yeah, about 38, 37, 38, somewhere around there. And I actually came in my age division quite high in the numbers of people that had finished for that day. So that was my Warrior Dash. And whenever you do any of those events like that, they always give you some kind of medal or just kind of a participation. But that helped me get through that. Taekwondo helped me get through that. So O is for Ojung, which is Taeguk Ojung, which is our 5th form. If you're in the Black Belt Club, I think we did get a chance to go over this form here before everything had happened and we were forced to start training out of our home. So I'm going to show you the beginning part of Taeguk Ojung just to give you an idea here. Right here. Hiya! Ha! 2 set net yasa yasa. You go. You do. So those are the patterns and the movements there. So a lot of that's probably very familiar to a lot of you guys. Some of it might be a little familiar, but you don't know the form yet. That's something that comes later on when you get invited into Black Belt Club class. Okay, so that was O there. N for me was not a body kick. That's one of the kicks, maybe around orange, green belt level, somewhere around there, one of the stripes in it. This is your not a body, which is your jump turning roundhouse kick, right? I'm doing that slow just to show you here. And I'll give you a brief description of it. When I turn and pivot my legs here, my feet, I'm gonna take this leg and bring it all the way around here. I wanna make sure it's in line with the target before I jump and switch over to the kick. Up. So I'll do one a little quicker for you. Up. So that's not a body kick. Okay, now for the last two, D and the O. And these are a little bit different again, thinking out of the box. That was one of the things I wanted you to try to do and execute, was really think out of the box. But for this specific instance here, the D, defense. Right now there's 3 forms of defense that we use, and ultimately that's what we're practicing and training in martial arts for, is learn how to be more self-aware and defensive. Remember, all martial arts are defense only, not offense. There is an offensive purpose and capability behind it, but it's for defense only, right? So there's obviously self-defense, like our self-defense techniques that we learn in class. Your wrist escape, your wrist reversal, full Nelson escape, chicken wing escape, bear hug escape, choke escape, rear choke escape, front choke, all those techniques there that we have. Plus there's also, a lot of them are on YouTube channels, so if you want to just practice up on some newer self-defense techniques, you can go and check those out there on the YouTube channel. So that would be defense, the physical part of it. There's a mental aspect of defense, which is being more aware of your surroundings. I teach this in my self-defense classes when I go out into the community and teach those. That's the first rule that I teach everybody. Always be aware of your surroundings at all times. And it only takes a split second to lose focus and not be aware, and now you become a victim or a target, right? So it's just being aware of your surroundings. And the number one thing to do that helps you with that, in order to be aware of your surroundings, is, especially if there's people around, but look people in the eye, make eye contact with any and everybody. Always make good eye contact. One, that's just a good habit to have, and two, that will present you as not being a target or a victim if you're making eye contact with people. In the event somebody chooses you as the target, if you make eye contact with them and focus on them and let them know you are aware of them, generally they're not going to choose you as a victim because you're on your guard. They like to check people, or they like to catch people off guard. So that's more of a defense mentality there. Okay, and then the last one will be defensive in sparring for Taekwondo. There's 2 ways to as a sparring style. You can be offensive, which is more moving forward, and then defensive, which is moving back. I'm going to show you the basic defensive kick, but in the test here, I want to see if you can give me the Korean names. Here is your basic defensive kick. I'll do it again. Right, and I'm doing that pretty smooth and slow, not trying to hit the bag too hard or get out of the camera too much. I'm trying to stay generally as much in front of the camera as I can. Okay, so the last one here for me, O. And this is a broad spectrum, but it's kind of personal with me a little bit here. Just because it was one of my big goals when I was competing in my younger years, in my 20s here. And that would be the Olympics. Now, I do have a souvenir I'm going to show you here in a second. And because in 2000, Taekwondo became an official Olympic sport. I've had many friends that were on the team. Even our Master Prez was part of the coaching staff for some of the Olympic teams that we had. I know he's been at a lot of the World Championships as coaching for some of the team members there. So, but the Olympics is a really big platform for all Taekwondo competitors. If you want to go to the big show, that's what it is for us. So here's what I have for my Olympics. Not that I went to it, but just to show you here real quick. This is an Olympic souvenir plate from the Beijing Olympics. And what was it, 2016, I believe it was. Oh, I'm sorry, 2008. 2008 was Beijing. Okay, so that's just a little souvenir that I ordered. I didn't go to it, I just ordered it because I like Olympic stuff. So I thought it was pretty cool too. So those are my scavenger hunt items and results there. Again, you can start sending me pictures and photos of all your items. You can just kind of stand in there, give me one shot of everything, and then give me a list of what you did for Taekwondo and Perseverance. Again, we're going to give out winners and awards, some gift cards to anybody that finished it full, Taekwondo and Perseverance. That gave something for all those letters as well. And again, trying to keep it as much associated with martial arts and Taekwondo as possible, but if you had to go out to get something else, that's fine too. Especially for Perseverance. That one you could have used a lot of different random items there in your scavenger hunt. So, we'll see you in the next video. Okay, so for today's drills, we're going to work on speed. And speed kind of correlates into the agility and the plyometrics, explosive speed and power. Excuse me. Everything that we've been kind of working on since we've been going for online training here. And again, because it's going to be a lot simpler for you, it's not going to require a whole lot of space or require a whole lot of equipment. It's just all your body. So the things that go along with speed in order to make your body quicker and faster is you have to coordinate properly. Arms and legs have to work together in conjunction, not opposite, opposing each other. That's going to cause you to really slow down. So we've done a lot of these drills before, but I'm going to teach you in a realistic way of drilling for peak performance and improvement of things. Okay, and then there is, I'm going to show you stationary, and then I'm going to show you the mobile drills. And they're the same thing, it's just you're going to be moving, which is a little bit different. Okay, so the first drill here is going to be your quick foot drill, which you're just taking small, tiny steps on the mat. Okay, now we've done these drills sometimes in class when we're doing our line drills. I'll have you guys take a bunch of little steps, and usually 10 or 12, and then you take off and run down the mat. Okay, but today we're going to focus just on the drill itself. So what you're going to do is you're actually going to do it for a time limit. So you probably want to watch these or write this down and then list how you're going to be able to take care of it and put it together for yourself. All right, the first one, quick feet drill. Small baby steps, 20 seconds. You only do speed drills for 20 seconds, maybe 30, because you want to be able to move fast and you got to have the endurance and conditioning for it. So it's just small pitter-patter steps. Like that. And I stay in place. If you look at me from the side, so it looks like I'm running in a really small, tight, cramped box. And I'm not able to move forward or backwards at all. That's how you want to make those movements. So you notice my arm movement is little because my foot movement and leg movement is little and small. So I have to coordinate those to work together. So do that one, 3 sets, 20 seconds each. Okay, the next drill is going to be actually bringing that foot up off of the ground a little bit for a baby kick. So you did a quick foot, and then now you're going to do small front kicks. So like this. So again, I'm going to do the same thing, same format, same type of intensity, 20 seconds. 3 sets for 20 seconds. Now there is a rest period. I didn't mention in the first video. How long should you rest in between those? In between the 20 seconds sets. You want to rest for the amount that you do. So if I'm doing them for 20 seconds, I take a 20-second break. Breathe. Read a page or something. Do a quick question of my homework, whatever you guys have to do. Kind of multitask a little bit in between that 20 seconds. 20 seconds can go by kind of quick, but if you're just standing waiting for it to get done, it can seem a little bit long. So again, this one is a smaller front kick, baby front kick. And again, you want to explode and do it as quickly as you can. So that's drill number 2, small front kick. Here's drill number 3. We're going to go right into the high knee now. And this is the last one of the drills. So you can see we started small, medium, now high. You're going right into the high knee. And again, still trying to do everything quick. Like again, normally when we do these in class, we only do it for a certain amount, 10, 11, 12, and then you kind of run down. And I'm pretty flexible whether or not you're getting your knees up high or not. Again, we're doing this for peak performance now, developing that speed, fast, quickness. That's what we want there. So everything has to be at 100% effort for 100% of the time. There's no breaks in between this as far as like me waiting for somebody else. I'm just taking my turn of my my rest breaks in the period of the training drill itself, because that's how the drill is designed. But I'm not waiting for anybody else to go or to take long or go really quick, anything like that. It's only me. So high knee drill, same thing. You've got to have the same intensity. Being that it's going to be a bigger movement, you are going to move your arms more than when you did the smaller movement. So we start out low, medium, high. Here we go. For high knees, it would be 20 seconds. Get as many of the knee pitches in as you can. Right? High knee meaning the knee must come up at least waist height. If you're not bringing your knee up waist height, then you're kind of doing kind of a mid-level knee, small knee pitch. You want to get it at least waist height. Don't have to get it any higher than that, because then that's going to slow you down a little bit. Just about your waist height. So from the side, because it's a bigger movement, it is a little slower, but you're still trying to do it with that same amount of speed and intensity. So that's the third drill there, high knee pitch. Okay, now for the last drills of this speed drill series, we're going to do all those same drills again, but this time you're going to do it for a distance. You're going to do it mobile. So I'm going to show you here just in a small distance, and it really doesn't matter. And the good thing about a distance is you're learning how to control that body movement and mechanics and skill with speed moving forward, like you would if you're kicking and sparring. Okay, so because of that, you don't need a real long or big area of distance. I have 3 squares here, so this is technically 3 meters plus maybe another foot over there on the side. So maybe 10 feet here of space that I have. If you have something less than that, that's fine. If you have something more than that, good for you too. Okay, so I'm going to show you the drills really quick. Just one time each drill. I'm going to angle it a little bit just so you can see me a little bit better. The first one is a quick foot drill again. And you want to move your distance slow. Once I get there, then I'm going to walk that back. Now these ones, the difference of these, that's the same movement, but the drill is designed a little bit differently. Once I get to my finish line, wherever that is, then I walk back, set up, turn around, and go again. That's the only amount of break you get during a mobile drill like this. So then I will go for my set 2. Right? Pushing, pushing, pushing. Putting a lot of effort into that drill there. And you notice I'm moving my legs and body quick, but I'm covering the distance slowly. I'm not going from over there to here within 3 or 4 steps. That is a big, big mistake that a lot of people make. And this is where it's really important. If you really want to learn to increase your speed and your explosiveness, you have to slow this part down. How much distance you're covering. Everybody makes a mistake and do this, and then now I'm already down here and I only did maybe 6, and my knees were kind of high. You know, it just wasn't a good performance on my effort there. So I'm not going to develop anything from that. So once I do that 3 times on the quick foot, then I go for the small front kick. Same thing there, right? Turn around, walk back to the starting line. Set up, and then I go again. Pop, 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 fast. Then after I get done with those 3, then I'm gonna start my knee pitch. High knee pitch, right? And I do it the same fashion, same format. Okay, so one last thing we're gonna put here on the drill, and I'm not gonna do them, I'm just gonna talk about it in the show. But this will give you a really good idea and understanding of how somebody can peak perform, and how certain athletes really, really rise that level of their abilities and skill up to a platform where a lot of people are not. Very few people are there. And it's not because they're special. It's because they decide to put in the work. And they don't skip anything. So, after we've done all those drills there, our stationary drills, our mobile drills, then I would do those next mobile drills again backwards. Right? Because our sport, we move forward and backwards. So just to give you an idea, I would start back with the quick foot drill, doing the same thing. Right? I'm doing that really quick, moving backwards, walk back forward, do my second set, walk forward to the starting line, do my third set. And then I would go into the small front kick and then the knee pitch. So you can see doing all those drills 3 times each, stationary, mobile, and then mobile backwards. That's 9 times for each one of those. That can take a good 30-35 minutes. And that would be a very good speed training session. And here's the thing that's really gonna help you or excite you. These are basic movements and basic drills. This is nothing advanced. This is not Olympic level, Olympic training center, there with world champions, Pan Am champs, all that kind of stuff. It's just basic things that anybody can do. In fact, you probably learn and do a little quick foot drill in gym class sometime in elementary school. Just do that. In fact, maybe even before that, kindergarten, preschool, somewhere around there. Because it's a basic motor skill. So we're just taking that, applying that motor skill, and we're just working on perfection. That's all it is. So those are your 3 drills: forward, or stationary, forward, mobile, and then mobile backwards. If you want to throw the backwards in there, go ahead and do it. So it's going to be better for you. So we'll see you guys on the next video.